Welcome back to Sporty Monday. And as I mentioned earlier, we have the CHAN groups that were announced a few days ago, and we have the group of death that Kenya is in, that is Group A, being host. They were seeded in Group A, and we have Morocco, Angola, DRC, and Zambia in that particular group. It's termed the group of death, and I don't know whether Kenya will need a life support machine to get out of these alive. But let's delve deeper into that. We have Shitera here. Shitera, what do you think of that group? Morocco, two-time champions, Angola, two-time champions. We have DRC,
two-time champions.
Exactly, and we have also Zambia. What are our chances there?
These people are all playing football, and I once said that when players are 11 on the other side, don't fear. We pulled a result against the Pharaohs of Egypt, 1-1 here in Nairobi, when we were in the campaign to qualify for AFCON. And it's possible. But as Isia said, I think there's a point he put up that really helps that group, because the tournament is being held in Kenya. We can run away with that fact that we are hosting Morocco, we are hosting DRC, we are hosting Angola, and these are top footballing nations in Africa. So let us not get the negative side of it. Let us take the positive side of it and use it to market this tournament properly. We have now had the extension of 6 months. Let's start branding and marketing with proper merchandise so that you can reap big from it. Don't look at it at the competition value. Let us look at it at the marketing value. But again, it gives the boys now the chance to know that it's not all rosy. They have to put in efforts to make sure that they come out of this group alive.
And yeah, coming to Isia, how prepared do you think Kenya is as far as this particular group is concerned? Because looking at a team like Morocco, do you have any? I don't think we have any recorded wins against that team. The one I remember is in 2014 when actually we lost 3-0 in a friendly match. What are our chances? How prepared are we? We don't even have a substantive coach as we speak right now.
So number one is to say that I was so happy when people were really, because I was at the auditorium during the draw, and so when McDonald Mariga, the FKF vice president, pulled that paper and we saw Morocco, people were like, oh, it's Morocco, we are done. But for me, it was like, no. You need, if we are going to have a proper tournament, remember, number one, this is CHAN, so you don't expect, for example, when you hear those big names that play in Europe coming here, which are essentially crowd pullers. So it's just the name of our nation. So I was like, Morocco could attract fans to come to Nairobi, and maybe Zambia the same, Congo the same, and it's okay that way. The question of preparation, we were not prepared if this tournament was to start in February 1, as it was first scheduled.
12 days.
From today. But we have all the time to prepare. I interviewed the interim assistant coach, John Kamau, shortly after the draw. And this is what he said, something very interesting. He said that when they went for the Mapinduzi Cup the other day to Zanzibar, they pulled together like 80% of the players who are likely to be part of the CHAN tournament. They said there's a 20% remaining, and then he proposed that through the help of FKF, even though the league is ongoing all through, they be allowed 8 sessions with the boys at least every month. That to me translated like 2 training sessions every week with the boys. He was saying if we were to do that, we will be almost at par with every other competitor in Africa. So that was to me that we were not prepared for this, but now we have a room to prepare. How we prepare is going to matter a lot. I've always been saying, in the modern football, the gap between the traditionally called African powerhouses and the minnows of those days has really reduced. So that's why you see, for example, in this CHAN, we're going to see a Sudan which played all their matches away. They were in a period of civil war, even now it's ongoing in Sudan, and they are here because the gap has really reduced. So nobody should be scared about Morocco, Congo, Zambia, or Angola. What we need to do is proper preparations. With good proper preparations, we can make it. Remember, for example, the Morocco that we saw playing at the World Cup in 2022 Qatar was full of European-based stars. Those are not going to come here. They are local-based. Of course, people can argue about how strong is the Moroccan league, how strong maybe is the Congo league. Yeah. But you look at it, we just need to prepare well. The gap has really shrunk, and we can make it. The last one on that question about preparation is that when you talk about a coach, it's a very big debate. By the way, for example, that draw, Coach Juma Mugunda of Tanzania was there, and he was responding to us about what he saw about the draw. The interim head coach for now, Francis Kimanzi, I didn't see him there, meaning maybe to me that is a possibility that he will be exiting to pave way for another person. I think we need a substantive coach as early as now, so that we start the preparations proper as early as now. Because before even we get to Chan, we have the World Cup qualifiers coming in March. Yes. And we started off on quite an awkward way. So we need to get our house in order early enough. And I think President Hussein Mohamed really knows this.
Indeed. Let's now cross over to Zita Jimoi, who is on the scoreboard, to give us more details as far as Chan is concerned. We take a look at all the groups that were seeded and who is competing who. And also we take a look at specifically Group A and their history in the Chan competition. Over to you, Zita.
Thank you so much again, Orandi. Of course, tukiongelea about Chan, you are talking about players that are playing in domestic league ndio watakuwa wana participate. Domestic league nasema nini? Player ambaye anachezea Mathare, player ambaye anachezea FC Leopards, player ambaye anachezea Gor Mahia peke yake ndiye atafanya nini? Atabaki ame participate kwa hii tournament. Of course, player Rupia mwenye anachezea hapa Tanzania hawezi chezea because yeye ni international player, anacheza nje ya Kenya. So watu watakuwa na Egypt, tafadhali juu Egypt bado hawajacheza qualifiers zao. Tafadhali kama utakuwa kwa Egypt hautaona Mo Salah, utaona wale players watakuwa wanacheza wapi kwa ligi ya Egypt. So Chan, of course, tournament imekuwa postponed from ilikuwa inafaa kuchezwa February. Of course, it has been postponed to August, and dates bado hatujapewa, but tukipewa, of course, we will come here and tell you when it's supposed to kufanya nini kwanza. Draw ilifanyika Wednesday, and then on Wednesday, that is on 15th, draw ilifanyika hapo KICC. From 8 tulikuwa tushajua ni tunacheza na players, tunacheza na team gani, and just to say that of course 17 teams have already known their fate. Wanajua ni watu gani watakuwa wanacheza nao kwa nini kwa hiyo tournament. So bado position mbili ambazo zitakuwa filled, but I'll tell you about that as we continue. Of course, Group 1 we have Kenya. Group 1 we have Kenya, Morocco, Angola, DR Congo, and the last one is Zambia. Of course, ukiangalia Morocco walikuwa champions twice, that is 2018 na 2020. Ukiangalia DR Congo pia wamekuwa champions mara mbili. Of course, that is will be 2009 na 2016. Au wamekuwa hivyo. Force watu wenye tunaweza piga hapa kwa sababu hawajai kuwa champions. Tunaweza piga Zambia, tupige Angola. So hao ni watu tunaweza piga. Hata hii Morocco tunaweza piga na Congo. So hii ndio wanasema group of death, but again tuko na imani kifua mbele tutafanya nini, tutaenda kwa the next stage. Of course, the group B tukiangalia Tanzania, ndio group nilikuwa nasema tuwekwe. Unakumbuka last week nikisema ni team gani zinafanya? Ndio group nilikuwa nataka tuwekwe pige watu mbaya sana. So group B hapo ndio Tanzania walibaki wamebahatika. Of course, they have Tanzania, Madagascar, Mauritania, Burkina Faso, Central African Republic. Au watu nilikuwa nimesema tuwekwe, lakini I think maombi ya Tanzania ilifika sana. So this is group B. Tukienda group C, of course it's Uganda. Of course hao ni host kama sisi na pia Tanzania. Of course wako na Niger na Guinea. Na unajua Q1 tumeka Q1 na Q2 because of course hawajakuwa confirmed ni timu gani ziko hapa. Of course teams zinafaa kucheza ndio zingia hapa. Of course part of it ni Tunisia, Egypt. Hizo ndio bado hawajafanya ni zingia. So bado pia hii group C rahisi sana. If we see the two teams that will come and fanya nini pige hizi nini mbili hapa, pia si group rahisi sana hii group C. Let's talk about the reigning champions group, that is Senegal. Hao ndio reigning champions saizi. Of course watacheza na Congo, watacheza na Sudan, watacheza na Niger. Those are the group stages zenye zimebaki fanya nini zenye ziko saizi. Of course we're still waiting for two teams, and dates zenye zitaanza August. Of course August ndio tournament itafanyika. We will be very busy here to give you updates on what will be happening and any statement that will be given with the CAF half, we will be giving you here on Sporty Monday. Back to you, Orandi.
Indeed, thank you very much, Zita Jimoy, for that analysis.